This is the biggest hoax ever played on the world stage. It's the world. Notice how they're not talking about Italy anymore, not talking about China, not talking about COVID in China or COVID in Italy or COVID in Europe or COVID in England or COVID. Only talking about the United States. Because we are what stands in the way. That piece of paper called the Declaration of Independence. The Paris Accord, when we were recognized as a free and sovereign nation. Free of rule. And then we went and joined the UN. What in the world were we thinking? We got to get out of the UN, people. If we're going to be a sovereign country, we got to get out of the UN. We have to. So that's one of the major problems plaguing our republic is the United Nations and the World Health Organization and the World Bank. You know, that is what has propped up our economy for about the last 30 years. This paper money that is useless. Because it costs the same amount to print a $100 bill as it does a $1 bill. It costs the same amount. So how can one piece of paper, legal tender, not reserve note, legal tender, Federal Reserve note, legal tender, how can one bill be worth more than the other just by the number of zeros that's on it? Something to think about. You know what is worth something? Sugar, flour, wheat, beef, pork, chickens, fish. That's worth something. Water. Life-sustaining water. That's worth something. The rest of it is not worth anything. So, anyway. I don't believe that we're going to be able to accomplish anything at the county level to stop this mandate. They're going to use the National Guard and set up inoculation stations across this country to make it convenient. You're going to be able to drive up in your car and hang your arm out the window and get the vaccine. They're going to make it as absolutely as convenient as possible. Just like the testing.